So what if in the attention economy there was a single market? Every human being showed up every morning, dumped in their 432,000 units or cells of human attention. The bell rings, the market's open, here come the buyers. And let's talk about how that buying happens. So again, everybody's got 432,000 units, they all put it in, and you, other human beings, are buyers. Now remember, on the sell side, it's pretty easy. The only people that can sell human attention are human beings. So there's 3.3 quadrillion units of attention in the market today. And that's just because you take 7.7 billion human beings times 432,000 cells, get 3.3 quadrillion, which is 3,300 trillion. The buyers show up. You're a buyer. You have to buy. You have to buy attention just for the normal kind of stuff, like sleeping, eating. You don't really need attention, when you're processing or digesting or whatever, but you know what I mean, in terms of a certain amount of even minutes during the day that you got to feed yourself, you got to hydrate, disposal of waste, sleep is the big one that takes more time than all the others. Other human beings, so Jack and Jill are both selling before the bell, they're both buying after the bell. There's other peoples that show up, what we call entities. Entities are like corporations. Your employer, you work for, Intel Corporation. That's an entity that wants your attention. There are other types of entities, like an organization, maybe church. There are things. Things can actually show up and buy your attention. Your car, that car that you have that is, the thing that gets more attention than probably your wife thinks it should get. So those are your traditional buyers, plus the blue bar, which is software agents. Here in Charleston, South Carolina, there's a stadium, Volvo Stadium. It's 6,000 seats, and Jimmy Buffett was coming one year, I forget which year, but it sold out in like 15 minutes. Ticket sales started at 10 a.m. By 10:15, all 6,000 tickets were sold, and they called it, bots or software bots. And that's exactly what happened. So, a traditional fan of Jimmy Buffett is called a parrot head, but by the time they went to buy their tickets, just 2 or 4 or whatever, all the tickets were sold. And these software agents, had come in, they purchased every ticket and then put it on the secondary market and marked it up considerably, to make money. And that's why I had these software agents. We talk a lot about software agents today. We never call them software agents. We call them Instagram. We call it Google Maps. We call it a search bar. We call it Fortnite. We call it, LinkedIn, Snapchat, WhatsApp, WeChat. The list goes on. Anything that's pretty much an icon on your smart device that you call a mobile app, there is a software agent, and go ahead and think of it this way. Not in all apps, obviously, but in the ones that get all the headlines lately. Anything, if you're talking about the attention economy, those software guys. And they're pretty sophisticated. Google and Facebook Incorporated, those two in particular, they have some of the best software engineers on the planet. These software agents are very much like the bots that bought all the tickets to Jimmy Buffett. When they show up at the market, they're very enticing. I mean, like I say, some of the best software engineers on the planet are the ones who put these agents together. A software agent has one particular mission when he comes to this market, which is to get as much of your 432,000 units as he can. And that's all you got. 432,000 cells of attention is just, that's your limitation as a human being. That's 86,400 seconds in a day times 5. And 5 because your cognitive task switching capabilities takes you about 160 milliseconds. So basically your whole life from the point of view of your attention is at 5 frames per second. That's just your limitation. That's all you got, 432,000. If you sell too many of them to the software agents, you got to take them from somewhere else. So this is a zero-sum game. You cannot manufacture any more than the 432,000. That's it. If you give too much to one, you got to take it from the other. If you sleep too long for the day, you got to take it from somewhere else. If you work 12 hours instead of 8, it comes out of something else. It's a zero-sum game. The software agents are very sophisticated. Again, they've got their agenda. They show up. They're very enticing. They're power buyers, no doubt. They will absolutely try their best to take more than their fair share. And it's up to you. But remember, they're really good. I mean, don't beat yourself up if you find out at the end of the day you spent more time, with the software agents than you would have liked to admit. I mean, that they're really, really good. It's just like being a great Jimmy Buffett fan, but the software agents got you. I mean, they beat you to the punch, and there's nothing that you can do about it. They're just that fast. They're that good. That is going to continue. They are going to get better and better and better at their job, which is vying for your attention. But there is a different way. There is a solution. There is a way that we can cohabitate with these sophisticated artificial intelligence software agents that is symbiotic, that is truly mutually beneficial. And I'm very excited about that.